Hello. Oh, I got it ready.
Hello.
Welcome
Hello.
back to Strategy Saturdays, where we
Is that
play.
Is that what we're calling this?
I mean, in fairness, we do play a lot of
Yeah.
strategy games.
I mean, the days used to actually be genre themed, but now they're people themed. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's better.
that's better.
I
That's
love
better.
theming
Right.
my days after people, like
Ugh.
Thor and
I was gonna say
Odin.
Christ.
I can actually get the cats up. I wasn't thinking about it.
Yes.
Fiona's here.
I appear to have a lot
Yeah,
of
I didn't get cats last night, so fucking yeah.
That's true. Nope. 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 Yes. Okay. Also, hi, Darcy.
Hey, Darcy.
Hello.
What's going on in this game? Other than that,
I'm in Barbados.
well, that's
Really?
good.
Wow.
Fucking right I am. Yeah, I went
Damn.
full buck wild on the old shenanigans here.
He's gonna have the whole Caribbean by like 1500.
I was like, Cap Verde is mine. If that's how you pronounce it. And then I jump over
Oh
to
yeah, I
Barbados.
remember when you were doing that.
I've never colonized the Caribbean first. I usually always go straight over to like, I don't know, Newfoundland or whatever.
Oh, you should go for the Caribbean first. It's so like rich.
Really
like
good.
Mhm.
all the provinces are like
Mhm.
well developed.
Yeah, yep. Also, it's part of the mission system, right? Doing all those parts. And
Mhm.
Oh
Africa.
yeah, I mean probably for Portugal and Castile, I imagine.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got big yawns coming out my gob. Like, sorry.
Oh.
Guess I just need oxygen right now. Christ.
Where's my outliner? There we go.
Who's my rival? good, Boogie, as well.
Right.
Man, you're still a coward for not atting the EU4 account.
Well, I mean, I just don't think about it, so.
You tag us.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
You're different.
don't think about brands, I think about people.
Well,
These
I have to
aren't
think about brands.
brands
Oh, you have to
these
think about
days.
brands.
I know.
Alright. I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
What's going on with the Pope?
Alright, hold on. I'm just.
Yeah, take your time.
Gotta colonize the Caribbean first. Yeah, you gotta get those valuable plantations.
Did you say what's going on with the Pope? Because the answer is a bunch of reform desire.
See that? It's only 50%. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot see.
Isn't this a bit early for Reform Desire?
No, I mean reform desire basically starts taking up as soon as the game starts.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
The Reformation just doesn't fire until
Ooh, a
certain
traveling minstrel. +1 stability.
That's right, Darcy.
So help us do communists to remember brands exist. I mean, that's fair.
You're not wrong. I forgot I hired a mercenary company.
I love it when we win a ball game and they do a big honk in the stadium. I love the honk noise. It's very good. perfect honk noise. Not too deep, not too high. Just the right amount of honk.
Honk noise?
Yeah, it's like a big. It's like like that. Like it's
Oh,
real
yeah,
loud.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and when we win at the ball game at our home stadium, we honk at the end. We honk a couple of times, just to let the rest of the city know that we won a ball game.
Okay.
Which is this?
fun.
What is this? The Blue Jays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday was the first game in like 2 years that they've played in the stadium because they've been playing in the US.
Oh.
Like on other, like they've all been staying in the US. Yeah, they've only, as of yesterday, they come back to Toronto.
Is it from the?
Sorry, give me
just from the pandemic?
1 second, Dan's wanting to talk about dinner.
Guess I should
Dan,
take
going
my...
to
Oh,
talk
that's a
about
lot of that's
dinner.
A lot of AE.
No,
Coalition.
talking about EU4 and I'm telling him who's who. Playing Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron does not look like this. Hearts of Iron has got lots of wee men that stand on borders and stab each other.
I mean, there are wee
It's
men
There's actually very
standing.
little stabbing.
Oh no.
I like that Seal I went for exact opposite complaint.
Seawolf is France, he's invaded England. It's very good. Mary you're Poland, right, Mary?
Yeah.
Deal.
And I always forget who are you, Sannoso? I always forget.
The Ottomans.
You're the Ottomans. Okay, cool.
It's on your outliner, Fiona.
On my outliner, I don't know what's that.
The thing on the right that shows like your diplomats and your merchants.
Maybe
and
she
your-
has it disabled. I have
Oh.
players.
Yeah, I don't have it
have
enabled.
that turned off.
Yeah.
Don't have that thing on?
Ow.
No. I can usually just remember if there's just 4 of us. I just.
Yeah.
Well, it just
No,
has all
I've
these
never-
other. Oh, or do you mean you have the players turned off?
Yes.
The player part. Yeah.
Oh,
Players
okay,
turned
okay, that's.
Yeah, I've got all the other stuff.
That
Like, I need to
makes
be able
sense.
to see all the other things. But I know who
Okay.
you all are.
Yeah,
except for
yeah.
Sannoso, who I forget,
That's fine.
obviously. I've never played with anyone who's played the Ottomans, I don't think. Usually... Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they're like the most powerful country in the game at the start, other than
Yeah.
maybe Ming.
Autobots. Sorry, this is why I don't do it on my microphone when we're talking to Dan, because we just talk shite. Okay. Sorry, I'm ordering my dinner. I'm not, you don't need to, I'm not really doing. Do I want a trader? Or do I want...
I turn my forts off. I'm losing too much money. No, it's much better.
Get a wee ice cream.
Could embrace the Renaissance, although it's very expensive.
I think you all know this. I'm pretty sure Seawolf remember this. Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta spend some monarch power here. It's real screaming at me. I'm at max. Yeah, if I'm at max, I think. Do any of you taken admin 7 yet? I think I must be ahead on that, right?
Oh, I'm only.
I have
my
admin
six.
5.
Oh, okay. Wait, Mary, do you what admin do you
No.
have? Okay.
I'll have to check. I'll let you know once
I just
I'm
got
not
to
no more.
military 7.
Then I'm gonna use development. I'm gonna develop it.
I've been coring all
Nice.
of England.
Right. That makes sense. Developing then. Yeah, I can't remember if sorry, I'm ordering McDonald's. I just remembered the funny story. I think Seoff might remember this. So in the app that we use to order food and stuff, McDonald's has a lot of customized options to make like things plain or whatever. And sometimes I don't realize what I'm clicking on. And one time I received my order, and it was just a tray that had 2 empty buns and 1 cheese slice in the middle. But they were separated, so it was just like. Actually, did it even have, or was it just the meat and the cheese? I think it was actually just the meat. So it was just like there was 1 bit of meat and then 1 cheese slide, and they were just kind of side by side or whatever. And that was what I received. And I was very confused. But it was very good. But they arranged it all pretty as well. It was like they were like, this person is real special who just wants a meat patty and a slice of cheese. And I was like, oh, I did an accident. But it was good. Made for a good evening.
Your version of
what left? No pizza.
Yes,
like,
I was like trying to remember the specific. Is it left none,
left
right
beef?
Something like
No
that.
pizza,
left
beef.
none, no beef. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep.
Hey Sannoso, are we allied? Good.
That sounds ominous.
Ooh, you should. Or no, I guess I should improve relations with you. It's about to break. Why? What?
Oh no, I'm not worried about our relationship breaking. I'm just,
Worried about a coalition?
There's a few people in a coalition against me.
I mean, that's not that bad.
When you say few, do you mean
Compared to-
3 or 10? Like, what is the
Bunch of
going
small
up.
little.
Closer to 10 at this point, but
Oh dear.
you'll probably be
Me,
fine.
I have the entire Balkans, Venice, and the Mamluks in a coalition. So-
Nope. Oh my God. Okay. Nope. I can do it. So close. Very close.
There we go, the coalition screen. Yeah, probably most of the Holy Roman Empire is going to be in a coalition against me.
Sounds bad.
That bad? Let me see. Oh. Well, good thing is Austria, Bohemia, and friends have a truce with you.
Yep, I'm currently working to improve my
I saw
relationship.
another one, but you have a lot that are like 50. Oh yeah. Wow. It's getting really bad. I'm just watching it light up in real time. Did you take HRE land and they're mad about it?
Yeah. I took one of Bohemia's vassals and vassalized his other vassal.
Oh.
I forgot. Oh shit.
Should
Oh damn
maybe
it.
get some more allies? Ally with
Hey,
France.
Seawolf!
I'm full on diplomatic relations at the moment, but
Hey,
free!
Seawolf!
Oh, you have the Ulster as a vassal. Okay.
I'm kind of working on. I'm gonna actually start getting like, let's see. Actually, maybe I will
You still
get
need to be allied with Scotland.
influence ideas. Debating over influence ideas or diplomatic ideas. Probably influence ideas, I guess. I'm basically gonna vassalize all of Ireland, I think.
Why don't you just take them all over and free them? Let them be one country.
Well, maybe I'll have my vassal conquer all of them.
No, you should have 10 separate vassals.
I was trying to do it peacefully, because they'll basically all submit to me if I get them high enough.
Do you ever wonder about the conversations you have when playing like games like this and how that out of context they just
Mhm.
Can demand. Okay. I didn't realize Austria could demand unlawful territory if you had a truce. For some reason, I thought they could have.
Well, they can't go to. I mean, if you refuse, it just gives them a casus belli against you.
I mean, it also gives me a relationship
Oh,
penalty with
well, yeah, that's true.
everyone,
That's
which mildly problematic
uh-huh.
currently.
Okay, okay. I mean, we could
Take this thing.
ally.
Look. I don't think it will be too bad until my truce with Austria wears off.
My God, that coalition! I
How long
cannot.
do we have on that?
Uh,
81. Not very long. 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Almost exactly.
Oh, time to seize land.
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
Oh. What is this mission I have? Oh, I guess I should do that. Wait, I can't. It's there in the coalition.
I don't can someone explain this to me? So there's things happening. So I set my navy to protect a trade node, and it says it was cancelled. It stopped patrolling the trade node of the Caribbean. The trade node is out of range. So I guess my colony range is longer than my trade node range right now.
Yeah, that
Yes.
could be.
I just didn't think it would give me the option to protect
That
it
is
if it was out of
weird.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't actually realize you needed trade range in order
Probably-
to, because trade range is where you could send a merchant, but
Mm.
I didn't realize you actually needed trade range and also to order.
I didn't
in
know
order
either,
to,
yeah, like-
send
I would
boats.
not have thought about that.
Now you know. That sucks. Could have been a lot of money just
Yeah.
starting to protect that. Guess
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
so you
get-
have okay, because in the technology window, like in the diplomatic section, it does say trade and colonial, and I haven't been focusing on colonial range obviously, so it's not surprising that the trade range is longer than my.
Where
colonial range.
can I see that? You said it's in I don't
On your
see it in
diplomacy tech,
On the right side, those numbers
on the
like, you can
tech
hover
screen.
over. Yeah.
Oh right, I see. Okay.
Okay, I think I'm gonna spend the money to hire this tier 2 diplomat.
Ooh,
Oh yeah. I would
big
do that.
spender over here.
It's more like I'm
I
on
know.
the...
I know.
Well.
Okay, well,
Just... Okay. How do
Okay, you're gonna.
we want to do this?
Do you
because-
want to ally now?
Whoa.
sure.
Um.
The other option is we load the last autosave and you ally me before that, and that just prevents the war from happening in the first place.
That is possible.
Up to y'all. Otherwise,
Are we on monthly or yearly autosaves?
We are on yearly.
I mean, I don't think there's that much that has happened, but I don't remember.
Or maybe twice a year. Is that an option?
I know there's one that's like every 3 months, I think.
Uh,
So I wouldn't be surprised if there was twice a year. Can you even check from this screen?
even oh right, because it's multiplayer, we don't get to see enemy troop numbers. Oh yeah, I guess I can. Oh, last autosave was January.
Well, Seawolf, you're not busy. You want in on this?
Okay, here's the thing. We need to gather up our armies or we need to start picking them off. That's what we need to do because it's a show superiority war. So if we just win a bunch of battles, possibly get ticking war score and then get a white piece eventually.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily have to like take all of these.
Oh yeah, no.
Countries.
It is probably
It
worth
is-
sieging down one province minor so they can't use their manpower reserves.
yeah,
But
if you can,
yeah,
they're gonna have a huge contingent.
yeah. My big concern is I have no manpower reserves right now.
I am at full
Literally just got out of a war that was very draining.
What about what's Lithuania doing? Not much better.
They're in... Yeah, they have 8,000. God.
Okay, I guess I'll start moving.
Just get me in, coach. Although I have to get well, I have 1 army in France and 2 armies in England. I have to bring them back.
They invite you into this war and suddenly your boats are going to get swarmed.
Yeah, you might want to wait for me to move the armies, I guess.
Also, I'm
That's
worried if
true.
I lose or if either of us lose too many, then it also will trigger my coalition war.
Ooh, well...
Oh my god.
Well, you know.
Well, I am allied with the Ottomans. So that is helping that coalition, at least.
That's true. That does help.
Okay.
I'm moving. Let's see. Are there? Okay. I do have a navy, but I don't think I can get there with. Yeah, my supply ships will not reach. Alright, yeah, I'm moving up. Do you want to lower the speed to 1?
Right. Also, okay, my dinner's coming soon.
I'm gonna have to
Do
figure
we
out how to
target
actually
for-
get there, because Burgundy is sure as hell not letting me through.
Let's see.
Well, unless I guess maybe one of you guys get military access through Burgundy.
Yeah,
think
that's
this
a
might-
possibility. Yeah, I could do that.
I think this might be a case where, like, you could march through Savoy because it's an HRE war.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, that I'd have to go down around to the south. Obviously, it'd just be easier to just go straight across.
Oh, for sure.
48.
Yeah, I mean, Savoy likes me, so I could also get military access to them if that was required.
There. Shocked Savoy likes you.
Yeah. I mean, I only broke my alliance with them, or no, didn't have an alliance with them. I rejected an alliance with them and have border friction. I guess they're enemies of Burgundy. Yeah, that's why they like me.
I guess it's also partially like all of your wars of aggression have been up north.
Yeah,
So
I'm not hurting Savoy.
yeah,
Yet.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that they're French territory.
We did want to dismantle the HRE.
Yeah. It's really hard to dismantle the HRE, especially early on, like before the League War. Simply not because of the difficulty of the war, but because you have to get into because once you're in a war with HRE, like with the, if you're in a war with the Emperor, you can't declare another war on a member of the HRE. Like, you're just forbidden from doing so, which is dumb.
Yes.
And in order to dismantle the HRE, you have to have a war with every elector and the emperor in it on one side or the other.
Yes.
Because they have to either be your ally or you have to be controlling their capital.
Should be easy.
It's really hard to just, like, actually get a war with every elector in it.
Mhm. I think if it weren't for the fact that Bohemia and Austria have a truce with me currently, I may have actually succeeded in doing that.
Are they all in the coalition?
Let's see. Oh, no, there's one missing. Trier is not in the coalition.
Hmm. And you can't... I guess I don't know if you... Can you declare separate wars when Austria is not at war
I'll
with
be
you?
back in a minute.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because you can't get Bohemia in this war. You can't get Bohemia and Trier in the same thing. But also, we don't actually want to, enlarge
No,
this
we
war.
don't. I'm just, thinking theoretically.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to like figure it out. It's really hard.
Well, if I'm willing to take massive stability hits.
I mean, he doesn't. That's the thing. Well, I guess would Austria defend? I assume Austria would still defend them. Either one of
Austria
them.
would not defend Bohemia
Oh, okay. So you
because they're
technically
rival.
could declare war on Bohemia and then declare war on Trier.
Yes.
God. Yeah. Does it have to be? Let's see here. Yeah, that would work. Weird.
Yeah, I think the biggest player in this
Okay.
war is
I'm back.
Denmark, and
With
So-
Sweden, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh, that's not fun.
I'm just
That's
glad
bad.
Muscovy didn't join the coalition.
Yeah.
Well, Brandenburg's in the war.
I mean, in some ways I'd rather fight Muscovy than Denmark and Sweden, but Muscovy I'm sure has more men, so...
Alright, we're ready to start this.
I'm right.
Yep.
Yeah, they definitely don't right now, actually.
Hmm.
Kind of surprised.
I guess they haven't consolidated enough.
Yeah.
Sweden is just like... Denmark and Sweden are just such a pain to actually occupy.
Yes.
Because of the crossings, and if you go around, like, the territory up north takes... Like, literally it takes months to move from one province to another. It can take, like, a year, like multiple years to, like, get to go... If you try to go all the way around and come down... God, it takes so fucking long. It sucks. Alright, my armies are moving. Okay, probably not enough.
Please don't lose the spec. Oh, we're gonna lose the spec.
Okay, we're retreating.
Oh boy. Off to a good start.
So I should just go up.
Oh, I never actually.
I'd like to hire some mercenaries.
I'm already hiring mercenaries.
Okay.
Thinking about hiring more.
Hmm.
Let me know when you're good to be invited into the war, Seawolf.
Yeah, I'm ferrying troops still.
No, Moldova, no, don't.
Yeah.
Please.
Cool. I had rebels pop also.
Oh boy.
Okay. At this point, we're just like letting them gather, so I'm just gonna give them some space.
Okay, my troops are here.
Where's here?
Well,
On the
on the
continent.
European continent.
Alright, in the war. Let's see. Can I move? Okay, we don't have military access to Burgundy.
Oh, you were coming.
Yeah, I had to get my armies across the channel
Yeah.
without a million little
Makes
European
sense.
or German boats trying to kill me. Do you think you can get military access to Burgundy?
I'm rivals with them. Oh, they will give it to me. Sure.
I just did it.
Okay,
I-
great.
no.
I'm just meeting myself for dinner, just so
Okay.
y'all are like,
Okay.
why is she so quiet? I'm eating.
Okay. Well, I'm coming. I'm marching across
With me,
Burgundy. To the Palatinate. That is it's a
I guess
big.
we'll wait for you to just start engaging these.
It's a big swath of red over there.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, what? I guess I was just
Do you
gonna.
need professionalism, Mary? Slacking. 'Cause you've been slacking.
No, my current
Okay.
professionalism is 0%.
Okay. Well.
It's because I've hired mercenaries.
Yeah. Okay. Is my okay? They're
So I have, yeah, moving into this, the French side basically. I don't know if it would be better for me to try to actually swing around south and get over to you guys.
I think you should get over to us so we can just have a big concentrated force.
Oh god, yeah, I cannot do that currently, but I could try.
Oh.
I'd have to just get a bunch of military access, which I think I can probably do. There are people coming back, turning around, it looks like. Okay, let's move these guys down to here, I guess. Let's see, do we have access through Milan? Okay, we don't have access through Venice. I think I just need access through Venice.
Alright, are they gonna get away? No. Oh my god, they have 60k in that one. Oh, so bad.
Alright,
Okay. I think they're gonna.
They have like 100k troops on our border.
Yes.
Well, if you guys can just kind of fall back until I get over there.
I'm just trying to. We were able to pick off one army.
Enemy invasion? What the? Oh my fucking god, Norway. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Norway's invading England. They're like they could never miss an opportunity to invade England.
Of course.
Very slowly making my way across the Alps.
I'm gonna try and attack this army down here. I think we have enough superiority.
Oh. Looks like there are a lot of guys. Oh boy. Okay, those are leaving.
I'm sorry, I have. Oh, they're in my territory. Okay.
Yeah. There were
I was
like
well, I have
20,000
hostile siege
south of you, and I
idea.
thought they were just gonna come up and try to defend
I
those
didn't even
guys.
look. I was looking in next to
Yeah.
me. That's why I was like,
Well, they weren't visible until, because they were in Hungary.
sure.
Alright, I'm crossing Venice.
Agenda's about to expire. Well, guess what? It's gonna expire. Oh boy.
Oh good, they invaded Ulster rather than England, actually. Happy for my new vassal to take that for me.
There's so many troops over here. Alright, I'm going back. This is too dangerous. See, we want to team up down here.
Yeah.
And start going after them.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'll head back.
Can I provoke rebels whenever? No, not while at war.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
developer anticipated
Sure.
exactly what I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
but-
Okay. Let's... Going over to, like, Pest.
Yeah, I want to see if we can go down like these armies down here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
although there's some big ones up north.
Right. Where is... Oh, there's Poland. Okay. We kind of need to group up. I guess maybe we go... Try and get to Poland?
Okay.
Oh,
I am
okay.
defending this hill where they do not want to take an attacker's penalty.
That's fair. Okay, I'm going north.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm coming.
Going from here. Kind of link up with the poles.
Okay.
Yeah. Is Crimea one of y'all's vassals?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, huh.
It's an Ottoman march.
Yes, I have exported my rebels.
Nice.
Oh, Crimea, you're so close to winning that fight.
Okay, this is an even fight. That's great. By which I mean there's no modifiers.
God damn. Moldavia has an absolutely whack general.
Yeah, that 3-star.
Yeah, 546. I didn't see what the siege score was, but 5463. Absurdly good.
Okay, where are we going now?
I was gonna go south, like towards southeast. Like to dislodge these people. Well, they're in Highlands. Guess we can go. This is all kind of gross.
Yeah, it's not great territory. Let's just go up north, help out the Lithuanians.
Yeah. Also trying to avoid attrition somewhat,
Hell.
but that's hard to do. I do have manpower though.
Gonna fight these guys in Lublin, maybe? Is Lublin bad? What's Lublin's territory?
Loveland is
it's
farmland, so.
Good.
And if we don't get a crossing, that would be great.
I don't have a crossing on my
Yeah. I don't know why we don't have a crossing.
Oh
but-
wait, now it says
Okay, well. It's fine. We have the numbers. Which is gonna be kind of.
A lot of reinforcements. I think we still have the numbers you can sell. But...
Hmm?
Oh, I was just saying, they have a lot of reinforcements.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had the superiority, it's just taking more losses because of our combat penalty. Okay, this is good.
we have ticking war score.
Yeah, no, we actually have a, like, we're up plus 27 on battles.
Yep.
Oh, not bad. Where's Mainz?
Are
Oh yeah, they're the war leader.
Oh, they're way the fuck out
they're
Yeah, they
they're-
are.
they're on the-
on, like, the opposite side. Never mind.
It's running over here.
Oh no, a natural scientist died.
Try to keep things from getting occupied. 'Cause war exhaustion can be pretty killer.
Yeah. Alright,
Wow.
we head up north now. What are we gonna do?
There are people
Yeah.
deep in Lithuanian territory.
There
Yeah, there was people way out
are-
there, and I was like, I don't want to chase them that far out.
No, I get you. I just was surprised they were
Yeah,
so far in there.
that's a weird thing happens with these wars with. Oh, France is being sieged down. Kinda.
Oh,
Oh, good God.
It's like,
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, that just proves my point about how it's like the AI always just like, oh, there's a human player that's really far away or something. Yeah, we're still gonna fucking siege him down. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna ignore battles and just like send stuff. all
I
the
mean,
way
I
to them.
get it. Oh, Lithuania. That's not good.
I'm gonna jump on these. Why? Did they lose?
They lost a battle, yeah.
That's bad. Well, we're gonna win this here. Some positive.
hi, Darcy. I don't even know when Darcy said that, but
That was a while
it was
ago.
Oh,
probably
very
forever
long
ago.
time ago. Yeah. Do you want me to go try and get to? How did you get from here from France?
Through Austria,
Through Austria?
Venice, Milan, Savoy.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Yeah, so they have all just gone over there, which is...
That's kind of what yeah.
I guess I need to go back.
Like, oh, we're having resistance here. We're just gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean... Really, we need a comet right now. I'm over my governing capacity. Oh. Didn't realize that. Yeah.
How's the? They looking like they want to have a white piece yet?
Um,
Well, hello, Knights.
Nope. We're about halfway there.
Okay.
Coalition wars.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like a plus what, like 100 or something because the coalition.
Plus 30, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's still rough.
Halfway there. Oh, my poor country.
Oh, trying to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to. Just, it's so slow to cross back across the Alps.
Mm-hmm. Makes me miss the army I had last night. I was playing like a tribe. And like all horses.
Hmm.
The government had a movement speed bonus. My general got a movement speed bonus. It was just like flying across.
Oh, yeah. Really don't get why they decided like literally everyone decided to go siege down France.
With some being defended, I guess.
Yep.
They were. They weren't getting anywhere trying to siege Poland.
Here, but
Yeah. Also, it's more valuable to siege France than Poland because you can force France out of the war. You can't force Poland out of the war.
Oh, right, because you're in a...
that's fair.
Oh, no. I thought there's no separate pieces with coalition.
I think is that true for the? I don't think that's true for the defender side.
Oh, that might be what it is. It might be on one way.
Yeah. I think. I mean, yeah, definitely on the attacker side, you cannot force people out. But I think on the defenders, you can do it. I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I can make a separate piece.
Well,
Oh my god. Oh god, they're gonna take Paris. I'm losing so much money.
I can send you some money.
No, it's fine. I mean, I have. I'll be fine. It's just, momentarily because of all the occupations and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll save Paris. I'm trying to fight him down here. Well,
I would be shocked if we can save Paris.
You consider doing the traditional French thing of just having forts everywhere.
No.
Well, never mind then.
Would have been nice to have a fort on Paris in
all
this
of the
scenario.
army tradition.
Wait, does Paris not have a fort?
It has a capital fort. It
I
doesn't
thought
have
it
a.
had.
No wonder it was.
No, it doesn't start with a regular fort.
Oh wow, that's
I did not build one. Forts are expensive.
they are. I just assumed it started with one by
Yeah.
default.
No, it has one in the province next to it.
I forgot how much I love the
Paris.
barbarians or whatever they say have risen up, and it says, "Oh no." Not
Hashtag
barbarian.
oh no.
It's not barbarian. What do they? Is it barbarians?
Rebels?
What-
Or you
Red-
mean
no, it's-
like tribal?
Yes. What was the
Natives
actual
of-
term it says? Is it
Natives.
native uprising? Okay,
Native
Yeah.
uprising.
Okay, that was it. So Dan was like, "There's barbarians in that game," and I'm like, "No, this is the wrong word to use."
No, only an
that's-
imperator.
Okay.
God.
Fuck it.
Dan says, "Oh, I thought you said Barbadians," and I'm like, "Well, that's true. I'm currently trying to colonize Barbados." Yeah.
All right. One left.
Alright.
Are any of these down here forts? Doesn't look like it.
I don't know.
They took.
There's a fort in. Oh, right. I guess because they went through Burgundy. Okay. Because there's a fort in Lyonnais that they just went straight around because they went through Burgundy, I guess, and came down.
We cannot cancel access while our enemies have forces inside their border. I was trying to cancel my access with Burgundy,
Okay.
and I am not allowed.
Yeah, I guess that would have been an
Okay.
idea.
Ooh, Brandenburg has a fry. A succession.
What?
So what?
Remember their
Oh, a
fries?
fry!
So, for the longest time, the icon that pops up at the top for Disputed Succession, all I could see was, like, a carton of fries. and I had no idea what it was until Seals was like, "It's a crown," and I was like, "Oh." So now they're just fries to me. It's just like, nope. Booted fries.
How is this battle going so long?
I don't know. I was wondering. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's Brandenburg, but they don't have any of their bonuses yet. Like,
Look, those 5,000 guys were very slow to retreat.
they're not slow to die,
No.
or rather, also slow to die. Oh boy, yeah, this is a lot of them now in France. Oh, now they're invading England. Okay,
They really?
yeah,
That's
invading
fucking
Northumberland.
Danes.
Yep,
You just can't.
heathens are back.
Hmm?
Okay. Try. Oh boy, that's a lot of guys. Guess I'll wait for the other army to get up here.
Managed to hit level 6 military attack. Woo!
I go
Congrats.
defend in these woods.
My military mana is at like -3. I'm like, oh, okay, something happened there, I guess.
Okay, I'd really like to go to this fort, but I need to get some more morale, perhaps. Okay, I think I got. Oh, it's a crossing. Is there a way to? Can I go to Paris and then go around? Okay, we're just going. That's fine. Oh boy. Oh good, they're not like grouping up to defend this.
Yeah. As well.
I think they might be, some of them might be fleeing back to Poland, is my concern. But, I
If
mean,
they're
that's
killing
entirely
fine.
that are
possible.
showing up over here.
I mean, if they do that, that is fine, obviously. Like, do we want to try
Yeah.
to hit, yeah.
I'm going to my best.
We're
Siege general on Paris.
21 points from a white piece.
Okay. And we're just gonna keep hitting them.
You're getting that ticking war score.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you for unsieging all of South France.
Yeah.
There we go. Get the hell out of my country. And there are still a fair number of people back in Lithuania, Poland.
Yeah. Lithuania seems to be managing on their own.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people over there, but not a whole lot of sieging happening. So.
No, I don't want them to come and kill my one dude down here. No.
Disband him.
I could do that.
They're now.
Mhm.
I think they're on their
Coming
way.
back.
Yep. $13 more points.
Okay, they should have to come back up. Well, I guess they could go around the coast.
Alright. Siege of Paris done.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
6 more points.
Heading back.
Okay, you're there. Yep, and we cross the Alps again.
Alright.
No, it's fine. It's also funny, it's like, you know, they're not like, usually you talk about crossing the Alps, you're like, you know, going from north to south. We're just like going the entire,
The length of the Alps.
yeah.
Doesn't choose the navigation routes.
Oh, there's
Rude.
actual northern route. Okay.
How many countries does the Alps go through? Currently, not 3. Dan says 3. Is that right?
It's got to be more than
No,
3.
oh no, wait.
No,
Now
it's more
he's
than
saying
that.
more.
It's France, Switzerland, Italy, Austria,
France, Italy,
Liechtenstein, Germany,
Well-
maybe.
Wait, does Austria
Liechtenstein.
still exist?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my
Yes?
god.
It's small.
I forgot Austria
I mean,
still
I've been there, so I guess I would know
Yeah.
firsthand. Been to Vienna.
Have you been to a lot of European countries? Also?
I've been to Germany, Austria, and Italy.
Cool.
Yeah.
I took German in high school, so we had to know all the German-speaking countries.
Hmm.
Also, there's that whole, like, you know, Anschluss thing. And...
What?
Mhm.
I don't know what you
The
just. I couldn't parse what you
annexation
said.
of Austria by Germany in World War II. Well, before
Yeah,
World War
prior
II,
to it, yeah.
1938.
Excuse me.
They end up in a weird position post World War II, because they're
Yeah, I mean they were also like split up, sort of. Right, there was the 1/4 of it that was like
Oh, was there like a
Soviet managed.
temporary? Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a. I
I
remember like
mean,
the Vienna had the reputation as like the city of spies and like the Cold War.
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking because they end up as basically like a capitalist country that is not uh part of NATO. Like
Yeah.
they end up as this neutral, theoretically neutral party that kind of just gets pushed around by everybody else.
Oh, cool. Saxony is sieging Paris again.
Ay, ay, ay.
You
Fine.
could just
This war
raise
should
a
be over
small
before
army.
they.
So what do we need to get to 51%?
We need literally 1% more.
Oh,
Well, ticking, hopefully, but
ticking will do that.
Well, fuck.
hmm?
Just lose a battle.
Yeah, I just lost a battle.
Well, still have ticking, so. Where are they invading now? London. Okay, great. We're at 49.
I was not quick enough. They just finished a siege.
Oh no. Okay, we really need to get up to that one that's at 49%. Oh god, it's going down.
The fuck?
Trying to get over here. Headed north. Where?
Oh, maybe I
Okay.
shouldn't have done that. Oh, fight.
Oh god. Why are we... Woof. Oh god.
Oh,
So
no.
many of them.
Fuck, this is gonna really tank.
Oh no.
No, I don't think I'm gonna get there.
You'll get there.
Okay. Oh my god. This is still rough, but I mean, with all the reinforcements, should be. Okay. Jesus.
Where was that battle?
I got a
Logo.
log off.
Yeah. Okay. Let's head over to Lithuania and try to. God, they're going back to France, but
They are, yeah. Paris is probably in a fall. Oh, no. Fuck.
Now it's still like in that period where the war score was taking downward for a little bit because of a few flipped sieges. They got the modifier mains is making gains, so
Oh my
Mm,
god.
I think that should disappear soon. But we're still probably a point or two short.
This is hard because like I only have part of Lithuania visible.
Oh, really?
I can walk into there. It's just gonna take longer.
Yeah. There's
I
not.
didn't. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only see part of Muscovy. Like that whole area is like unknown.
Huh.
Yeah, see now they're just gonna fucking like run up this Sweden or something.
Yeah. Oh my
Draw.
god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. That wasn't.
Yeah, Venice has left the coalition against me. Good. How about you, Mamluks? Come on.
How long does a white peace last?
5 years.
Okay. I don't think Austria will aggressively join a coalition against me immediately, but our truce does expire in 9 months.
I wouldn't think that they would.
Oh boy. Mamluks have left the. Okay, good. My coalition is falling apart. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna remember to cancel this military access in Burgundy.
Oh yeah, I need to do that with
I can't afford to fucking embrace the Renaissance anymore. God damn.
Need me to send you gold?
Yes.
How much gold do you need?
Can you spare like 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
shit. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
New idea group. offensive. Missions.
To revoke Moldavia's merge status.
You have
Oh.
to.
Yeah, just because, like, I want to be able to integrate them.
Yeah.
My heir is 25 years older than I am.
What?
Get that like older cousin, I guess, or uncle or something.
Yeah. Swear there was a place you could look to see the chance a character dies every year, like a tooltip you could hover over.
Thought
there?
so.
I thought that was just CK3. I didn't know there was
Definitely
something.
still
So there is
on.
on.
Maybe I'm thinking of CK3.
I mean, they have a. They definitely do have a die chance in this game based on age, but I don't know that you can see it anywhere, I guess. Okay, let's get an army back.
I think weirdly the advisors do.
We're always dying.
Oh yeah!
And
Why did I-
advisors have 4%.
Can't stop him dying.
Maybe that's why I
That's
thought-
where it is. Yeah, so you can see it for advisors, not for like rulers
Which is
Just-
weird.
Weird. Yeah.
or heirs, or generals. Yeah. All right, gotta get an army back to England.
I don't know what my second idea group should be.
Quantity.
No, I already have a
Always,
military
you
group.
never have any manpower.
Look, if I didn't already have defensive ideas, I'd probably go with quantity.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. Hmm.
You invite the Han Bali scholars back. That aggressive expansion bonus. Alright, Ak Koyunlu. I think that's gonna be my next target.
Sucks that espionage ideas are just not good outside
Yeah.
of aggressive expansion impact.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go with
Okay,
diplomatic
make
ideas.
money. What? Oh god. Trustworthy allies. Sure.
Poland has some pretty good idea groups. Or, like, the national
National
idea.
ideas, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Get those winged hussars.
Guessing you change idea groups if you become the Commonwealth.
I don't think so. I don't think there are Commonwealth ideas.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll look real quick.
It doesn't tell me that replaces my ideas group, so. that's fine.
Yeah, there probably aren't. No, they're not Commonwealth ideas. I think it's one of those formables where it's just kind of like, it's like Great Britain. Well, actually, oh, there are British ideas, aren't there?
Yes.
Separate from English ideas. That's really weird.
Yes.
It used to be there wasn't, and that made sense. Burgundies are... Wait, what? Oh, this must be a different... Yeah, okay. Venice is at war with Milan. Sure. Charles, please die soon.
Common request. Oh, here's a subjugation seat. Teutonic Order.
Ooh.
It's probably gonna expire.
Well... Rip.
It's almost time to seize crown lands again.
So it is.
Have y'all ever actually played a game to the Age of Revolution?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember if I've done
Well,
it
at least once.
since Emperor, like
Um,
with the new Revolution mechanics.
Yeah, possibly not since then.
But yeah, gotten to the end of the game a number
Because
of
we've had,
times. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we've done that for like our multiplayer games. I specifically remember when we were invading Europe from like, I think I was Malaysia, you were like Gujarat or something.
Yes.
Or no,
There
was
was
a
one of
different-
those.
There was something like that.
There
And
was one
then
where, yeah, I mean, yeah,
there's the
there's
one where I was the Netherlands. That was recent, fairly recent. That was probably the last game I played.
Did you folks finish your war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we do speed 2 now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm surprised Fiona didn't ask for speed 3.
I mean, nobody seems to like speed 3. I mean,
Oh, I just like giving you grief over it.
like
Fine.
I would prefer to do speed 3, but I'm
That's what we
extremely
started
happy
on.
to put the speed down if we're at war, if someone's at war. Like that makes total sense to me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, if war's not going on, I
I'm
think
about to start a war.
it's, I love starting wars here. Bells. Need to build a church in Bells.
Ooh, producing.
Oh, I can't build a church in Bells. I'm converting it.
Well,
That's almost done. When did, like, professional standing armies first become a thing?
in Europe?
Yes.
I mean, the classical example you would point to is probably the New Model Army in England, which is 1600s. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like the Romans had a standing army.
I was gonna say the Romans did, the
Yeah,
Byzantines, the
right. The Byzantines.
Ottomans kind of had a standing army.
I mean, the Janissaries certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mamluks are an army. They are an army that has taken over the government.
I think that's called a coup.
I mean, yes, but like the
I know,
like you know like a Mamluk is a type of soldier.
I getcha.
Yeah,
I'm just being a dork.
Aren't they like slave soldiers?
they are. Yeah, I mean they're very similar to the Janissaries. Which, I mean, the Janissaries also threatened a coup at multiple points.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But yeah, in I guess like Western feudal Europe is probably, and it's just because feudalism is so decentralized. And I mean, I guess it depends on how you define a standing army too, because there's a way in which feudal nobility, like, you know, are also just an army that is the state. There
Sure.
are military
Right.
officers granted, you know, granted land in instead of payment, with the expectation that they will maintain their military readiness and you know, some amount of troops that can be called up. So, yeah. But I guess, yeah. But most of the time when we're talking about like modern European professional armies that are kind of citizen armies, a lot of times I think what gets pointed to is the New Model Army in England. Which also immediately does a coup. Like literally, that's what the New Model Army does. It is formed by Parliament to fight the English Civil War, and it immediately does a coup. Like,
Well, you know.
fucking Pride's Purge, where they're like, okay, we're gonna hold a vote in Parliament on whether we should kill the king. And the army literally stands outside Parliament and only lets in the people who are going to vote yes.
Well,
Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
look, that's just called
Democracy.
democracy.
Yeah.
If the other people can't be bothered to show up to vote, then...
The other people can't have their own army fight the other army to let them in, then sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem when you're the royalists still had an army, but Parliament found it didn't have an army.
Woo, I have 9 gold.
Trove.
Congrats.
Thank you. Worked hard to reach this point.
I'm technically in the hole because I still have 2 loans, but
You need help paying your loans back.
no, I'm making money. It's just takes time. That's just the way wars work. Go into debt and then pay it back off.
Well, that is what wars are for. Paying back your debt.
They mostly generate debt.
Well, you get other people to pay back your debts.
Yeah. Well, if it's an offensive war, yes. I mean, ideally, even in a defensive war,
Fucking
but
sieging Crimea. Of course.
Um,
oh, you're fighting the Mamluks.
Well, I'm fighting Akkoyunlu, who's allied with the Mamluks. I do not actually have my... Oh, Karakoyunlu's giving me some money. Thank you. I do not have my permanent claims yet on the Mamluks.
you pass CB to like
Ooh,
one of your
I forgot my
subjects.
fucking...
What do you mean?
I don't... you can like declare war on behalf of them. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, you can
No.
use your subject CBs.
Yeah, I just have this subjugation CB against the Teutonic Order, and it's going to expire against them before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, your subjects can't declare wars independently of you, right? So,
I guess that's fair.
outside
Alright,
of
Mamluks, while you're
colonial
sieging
nations.
down Crimea, I'm going to be taking over your country.
So you're saying the war is going well?
Yeah.
What? What?
What?
The Pope just rivaled me.
Why?
I don't know, but I don't want to be excommunicated again.
How
Well,
is
the
the Pope?
power blocks are saying the most nicely because there's got this Castile papal state thing, which doesn't like me and apparently doesn't like you either. And I think also doesn't
Oh,
like
Castile likes me.
Portugal. Oh, well.
They would actually, yeah, they were friendly towards me. They would almost ally with me.
Oh, is Muscovy rivaled you, Mary? Yeah.
Who is currently rival?
They just
Yes.
rivaled me.
I am rivals with Muscovy.
For some reason, they don't see France as a rival anymore.
Well, too far away.
Listen, clearly makes a lot of sense that they would hate France.
Look. I got nothing. Alright. It's time to make Moldavia a regular vassal.
Provoking doesn't cost anything?
Hmm?
Provoking rebels.
Provoking what?
Oh.
No.
It makes them
They just
50%
get-
stronger.
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
have more
I knew it
rebels.
makes them
That's a
stronger.
trade-off.
Yeah. I just
I mean,
thought it
that's
would
the
cost.
cost.
Well, yes, I guess that is the cost. I thought it would cost like monarch power of some form.
No. Fuck.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I'll just provoke these Welsh guys since they've been sitting at 80% for like 6 years.
Well, I mean, is there like unrest low enough that if you
No,
just spread? Damn. Okay.
yeah. It was not actually 6 years, but it's like since before the end of the war, they were like, because they were at like 70% when the war started or something like that. And it said like, oh, and I don't know. I mean, at this point it said like 2 years, and I was just like, it's been forever. Like, I could just kill them and not worry about it.
Oh well. Austria's gonna try and get Bohemia. Call allies, or I can call Tunis into this? Sure.
Oh shit, I've lost my Casus Belli against England. Oh no, I still
Well,
have my cores I can claim. Just lost my other claim. Sorry, Mary.
oh no, you're fine. I just found out revoking the march, like it starts the 10-year timer of them having to be your vassal.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Well, that's annoying. Oh well.
They'll live.
I won't. I'm going to die.
Oh no.
You're gonna die in 10 years. I don't think having Moldavia would have helped.
No, no, looking no.
How are you, Fiona?
I'm good. I'm just colonizing.
How's the new world?
Ripe for the picking. Yeah, I'm just like having a real chill game, to be honest.
I'm glad.
Good. Yeah, it's good. No, just no wars. It's all good.
They have a lot of money.
This game overall has been mostly chill, other than that coalition war.
Humiliate them.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It happens.
I finally have cannons.
What does humiliating do?
It gives you a bunch of
Power
Power
projection.
projection.
That's it.
It's
I
an
mean-
age goal.
It also
I
like
did see that. Yeah.
gives them a massive prestige hit, I think. But
Yeah.
in terms of benefits for you, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm-
could use. I have not had many of these age goals. Which is, wait a minute, don't. What the fuck? Does this not count as Asia? Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, well, after this war, we'll have some Asian territory.
Yeah, Asia is just even the like the subcontinent.
Asia's like Syria.
Yeah, you have to get fairly far over there. I think so that the Ottomans, like just so that the Ottomans don't start with that,
Yeah.
which is kind of silly because plenty of, you know,
Mhm.
there are countries that start with age goals fulfilled. It's fine. I guess they might have changed it back when overseas territory was a thing,
Mm,
which is
I guess that's possible.
doesn't matter anymore, but it did matter back when. You could
Yep.
do silly things with the Ottomans.
Oh my god, Venice lost that war and had to give territory to Milan.
Oh boy.
That's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Fiona, you're allied with England again?
Um,
Ah.
I honestly haven't paid attention. I didn't realize I was allied with them.
It's like, didn't you break your alliance last time?
They just really want to be friends, I guess.
Okay, well.
The
Well, if you need me
longest
to break it, you just
standing
let me know.
alliance in the world.
Mhm.
Yes, I know. Other than the point where it wasn't, but yes.
No one needs to remember that point.
Yeah, my truce just expired with them, so I'm gonna be going to war with them shortly if you want to break that.
Oh, is Austria at war with Bohemia? Hmm. Maybe I need to declare war on Bohemia.
Oh, I thought you heard me say that, yeah. They are going to get pulled into a union.
Oh, is that the war going on?
Mm-hmm. Restoration of union.
Oh. Maybe I need to go to war with Austria. Stop this union bullshit.
Are you a great power yet?
I am.
You intervene or something?
I think there has
Going
to
to
be
check.
2 powers on the other side to intervene.
2 great powers on this one?
Needs to be at least one great power on each side of the war. Rip. Oh, Austria is not even a great power. I thought they still were.
Oh
Were-
boy.
were.
Wow.
Is there any way to break someone's like partnership over a country?
What do you mean?
Like Hungary's in a personal union with Austria. And
Yeah.
Do that as a go to war with Austria, and then you can cancel subject, but it's probably going to cost like 100% war score or something.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it actually like counted as a subject.
Yeah,
Or if
it does.
Cancel
Yeah,
subject.
it does.
I
Okay.
mean, since it's a personal union, you could theoretically, I don't know if you could kill, like, what breaks personal unions now, because they changed it a couple of times.
You can't just have negative prestige anymore.
It's either,
I can't remember what it is now.
Or it's like if the ruler dies with negative opinion, when the country has a negative opinion, like the subject has
Maybe
a
that's
negative
what it is now. I
opinion.
think the original one was if you had
Yeah,
negative
I think it was
prestige.
negative prestige. So I don't know if there's a way you could force that. Of course, you'd also like it only happens on ruler death, so it's kind of hard to.
Find it. Oh no, my diplomat died. Please, oh.
Does it matter when your diplomats die?
No. Oh, your advisor?
It does, because I want him
Oh.
improving relations. Yeah, it's my advisor, which is
Okay.
the title of diplomat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very. Such a...
Well, the ones that do diplomatic reputation are statesmen, you see.
Well, I think Mary was thinking
No.
about the.
No, I know what you
Yeah.
meant, but I was just like,
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, rip Bohemia.
Are they getting That seems bad.
Yeah. Well, there's not much I can do about it right now, unfortunately.
How much does the the Pope doesn't hate me as much anymore. Maybe they'll unrival me.
Time to remove these countries from the Holy Roman Empire. Counties, not countries. Oh. I didn't realize I hadn't noticed the centralized state button. That's neat.
yeah, that's newly added.
pause for like just a few minutes because I gotta go bathroom.
Sure.
Okay, right back.
Lawrence is doing surprisingly well.
Lawrence? Yeah.
Just in this peace deal. Seems pretty good.
Oh. Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
What?
I saw the Scotland-England fight going on right now. And it's like, damn, Scotland's got a fucking huge army.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've got a
But-
good general.
Yes.
Wait, that's not even the general leading it. I don't know why
Oh,
that's.
God.
I guess because they have the most troops there. France?
Maybe they just started the fight.
Or
I think
They
they
definitely don't have the
started the
most
fight.
troops.
okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's it.
Although I have lost a lot of troops to chasing around this England army.
You should finish murdering them.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Ulster is your vassal?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I could diplo-vassalize them, so I did.
Huh.
I could diplo-vassalize pretty much all of Ireland at one point, but I figured get at least one.
Yeah.
I was hoping, because then Ulster had a claim on Tyrone, and I was hoping to just go to kill Tyrone, but then England vassalized them before my truce expired. Because they were allied with England, and I was like, well, I could. Can...
I see England is no longer allied with Portugal.
Yes. I'm already over my governing capacity anyway, so I kind of need to vassal feed for a little bit.
Mm.
Although I'm going to take more
Well-
England.
Good news is Admin Tech 8 gives more governing capacity.
Well, I'm at 7 or 6.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'll get there.
You have almost enough tech points for 7, so.
If I don't core anything. Yeah.
Emphasis on almost. Just plinking away at getting admin techs so I can eventually form the Commonwealth. Someday. Very funny to me that my mission tree goes from like it's like reclaim the Prussian area up north, beat up the Teutonic Order, and then that gets you a claim on like all of the Ottoman territory in the Carpathian region.
Well, we finished going north. I guess you go south?
Why not Russia?
The Irish have a mission for colonizing the North America, which makes sense. And then the follow-up mission to that is import potatoes.
Okay.
Which is just to have more provinces in.
Well, looks like Austria's gonna win their war.
Oof. Yeah. I guess you at least took some stuff off of Bohemia first.
Yeah.
I'm back now.
Hello.
Alright.
Bye.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Well then.
What happened?
the
They
Burgundian and the Burgundies.
Burgundy went with Burgundy.
got a truce with the
Oh
coalition.
God. Oh boy.
Pause. Yeah. Okay.
What's happening?
Well, what's happening is gonna be a war with Burgundy, but this is kind of a bad time for it. Yeah, we're going to war with Burgundy. Okay. Well,
So what did they do to prompt this?
I mean, Charles died.
Right, but what, like, I don't. You have to explain. What does that mean?
It's just the like Burgundian event that always happens where either
Yes.
they side with France, Austria, or stay like their own country. And if they choose to stay as their own country, then France and Austria get like claims
Yeah,
over their territory.
basically, Charles died. His heir, historically, and by the event, if they choose to go with this, is Marie or Mary, who is basically, well, okay, in this game she's 41, which I don't think is accurate. I think,
Hold on. Do you need to go to war with them, or are you going to war with them because you've now got claims and you don't want them to
I
get
mean,
bigger?
I have an event that is either declare war now or don't do it at all. So I
Okay,
have to
I see.
choose to do it now.
Do you get bonuses to doing it now?
I mean, it's a restoration of Union War if I do it from the event, which means
Okay.
I completely take them over.
Okay.
You're fighting Austria?
Uh, I'm,
Just
yeah, at war with England currently. This will just be with Burgundy.
Is
Okay.
this an offensive or a defensive war?
I think it's offensive, I'm guessing.
Oh, right. Restoration of Union. Of course it's
Yeah.
offensive.
Self-defense by
Basically,
installing-
Burgundy has a female heir who does not have, because Burgundy is so, like, Burgundy is not an actual state. It's a collection of a whole bunch of different titles, in one person, which is why it's represented partly by a personal union over, like, 4 other countries. And obviously the Duke of Burgundy is also legally a vassal of the King of France, but was mostly acting independently. And when Charles died, France was like, we're gonna invade Burgundy, our what is legally considered our territory, to reassert our authority. And Austria, as the emperor, was like, but there's all that territory in the north that is not part of France that Burgundy was ruling, and we are going to reassert our authority over that because it's part of the empire. And Burgundy basically got torn apart in a giant war, historically, which is probably what's about to happen. But it is a little bit complicated by the fact that I don't have actually very much of an army. I have 16,000 troops in continental Europe.
Well, well, the good news is Burgundy is currently at war with France, so you should have some pressure taken off of you.
Thanks, Mark.
No, but more seriously, Burgundy currently has 10k troops and 4k manpower.
They just have a lot of, other people.
Yep.
Okay.
Like
well,
they do have 3 vassals, or they do
Yeah.
have like 3 junior partners,
We'll see.
but they're also dealing with like massive rebel armies right now.
Yeah. They also have a giant pretender stack, which is, I assume, from the event as well. I believe it is. I don't remember. Oh, good. I think we wiped the English army. Finally. That's great.
And Bohemia got under their union. Oh, so is Volgast. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
That was under the union of Bohemia, so
yeah.
transferred over. You can call me into this war if you want, Seawolf. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm never going. With this coalition against me, I'm not going to be doing any wars anytime soon.
Sure.
As long as I can find a way there.
My king died. I'd be sad about my king dying, except his heir is much better. It's 355, so.
That's good.
Also, I'd already put my king on an army who was sitting on colonizing, so I was kind of hoping he would die at some point.
Oh, you called me into both your wars.
Oh, well, it's not an option.
Yeah, right. That's right.
I didn't think about that, but... Oh, this is actually... I cannot win this.
Ah,
Oh, the battle that I'm currently in.
yes. No, I. What?
Kinda need
Good news.
to-
I'm bringing vassal reinforcements. Sort of.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. What do we owe boy?
Nobody knows.
Scotland, maybe you don't need to attach to me while I'm just sieging their capital. You can go actually fight the English. Maybe defend Scotland.
Oh no, my heir has died. Whatever will I do?
Is that your shitty heir?
No, I'm the one with, it was the one that was 25 years older than me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I've got, like, elective succession, so. Weird, anyways. My new heir does suck, though. They're a 133.
The hell did they get? Okay, well, that's unfortunate, I guess.
Helping by sieging down this Milanese fort.
That helps.
Actually have enough crown land now to actually get benefits. So that's cool.
I've never had that happen.
Should do that.
I really love
Yeah, me too.
money.
Oh, tax modifier.
Ah, Austria offered Condorati to Burgundy.
Oh, I don't like that.
They're sieging down my vassal. instead of doing anything useful.
Okay.
That also meant now my vassals are actually marching to defend themselves, so it's fine.
I'm just gonna take.
Holland? Weren't
What?
they the subject of Burgundy before?
They lost their subjects, I think.
Oh, yep.
Or
they lost
some
all
of
their
them.
Nope, all of the people who are
Oh, okay.
junior partners no longer.
They've broken, yeah. Okay,
Well, that does-
I'm gonna do.
They're all still in this war,
Yeah, they
so it
are.
happened after the event triggered, but
Okay, I'm just gonna do this.
oh, I got 2 ducats.
Oh, congrats. Oh, I still can't get my armies back because they're fucking navies.
Your armies are fucking navies? I don't think that armies should be fucking navies. But it just seems not great.
I would really love to get my armies back across, but I cannot.
You could use your leggies to get your armies back. I'm sorry, we're just
Fiona!
going.
What happened to all those boats you used to have?
Well, a bunch of them got killed fighting England. Repeatedly.
By the England.
Fiona, what's wrong with you today?
I blame Seawolf for the fact that like he makes it okay to make fun of him. I know that he won't care, so
Our Pope has invested 256 papal influence into becoming the next Curia controller. That is an absurd amount of papal influence.
Oh, I'm out of manpower. Oh, that's bad. Professionalism. Oh, I do have enough. Give me some
Army.
manpower.
So something you can do is trade your favors with your allies for manpower.
Really?
Yes.
That's right.
I didn't realize that was one of the things they added.
Yep.
Oh my
It's under the
god.
diplomacy.
Okay.
Like it takes it like directly from their
Oh.
pool, but like very much worth it to replenish your manpower reserves.
Well, I lost that fight. I wasn't watching too closely.
Ah, Austria has entered a military coalition against me.
This is a problem.
Hey, Sannoso,
Yes.
you want to get involved in a war?
No. I thought it was just Burgundy.
Well,
It's
you know.
Burgundy and all its former vassals, and Milan. I mean, the problem is that 30,000 of my troops are trapped on England.
Look, we just need you to send your
Okay.
boats around to free Seawolf.
Well,
That would actually work. I don't know if you
It's
have enough boats
not-
to deal with that, but
Oh,
get there. I'm gonna need
he
you
does.
to. Oh my god.
If you get fleet basing rights from Seawolf,
I know. I have to fucking fleet basing rights. Okay, it's saying. Why is it still saying? Is that the tick over? Start heading there.
this is just like, God, why are you calling me into another war? Fuck off. I guess you could instead offer Condorati to Seawolf.
I don't think you can offer naval Condotera.
Well, I
Yeah.
meant if you don't want to
Conditieri.
join a war.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't actually get there now.
Okay.
You wait until I get there, and then you can call and.
Okay,
me.
I will wait. Oh.
My admiral has
What
5
the
maneuvers. It should be very fast.
Oh. Wait, what?
It's moving right
Weenster,
along.
what are you doing?
Conquering England.
Incredible!
Like,
Who's conquering England? Ulster?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Leinster.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they'll get the
Turning green.
Pale. Oh no, actually, the English army's in the Pale, so they can't take any of those provinces.
what? Okay. Burgundy lost all of the vassals and has re-allied with every single one of them. Like, I get it, it's from an event, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in the channel.
Oh goody. Okay, let me move my army down there.
Seawolf was not.
Well,
ready.
I had an army, so when I thought that I couldn't get there, I put an army up north on my fort and mothballed my fort so that it would cost me less money. Because I was just trying to... Okay, well, I have the one army there, it's going to take a little bit, so... Oh, I can't go directly into there because it's because they've actually occupied it. Ooh, this is gonna
You take-
be...
Ooh.
This is gonna be rough.
You could land in Calais?
I mean, no, I cannot.
Come back.
I thought you
I did not take Calais.
No,
Baloo,
I thought you could-
Oh, I have
enter-
military access. Why do I have military
Yeah.
access to England?
because you're in a truce with them.
Well, that doesn't...
If you're in a truce with someone, you retain military access to them.
Oh my god, I captured some fucking shit. Yes. Captured 2 heavies from Holland, I think.
Holy shit.
Well, if I landed in Calais, I would be stuck in... Actually, I
Oh
might
my
still
God,
be
that
stuck
almost
here.
untouched.
Well, you could land in Cotentin. Western
Yeah, I
Normandy.
could have, yeah.
Well, whatever. You've taken Co, and you can just
Yeah.
shuffle guys across quickly now.
Yes. Thank you, Sannoso.
Has anyone done colonizing where they don't send a colonist, but they send like they export people or
Yes.
import people? Can you tell me, like, do you know the pros and cons of like?
So what it does is it changes the culture and
Nope.
religion
Arr.
of the province you're sending to your dominant culture and religion. And it basically just exports those to the actual like place you're colonizing.
Boy,
Additionally,
take picker.
it gives like actual bonuses to the place you're colonizing, so that has higher development when the colonization finishes.
Okay. That sounds better than sending a colonist. So what's the downside?
Downside is your colony is you're creating a colony that has a different culture than yours. So
Right.
for example, when you like finish getting 5 colonies in that area and it swaps over to a new country, if it is a majority of like a different religion or culture, then that will be its dominant culture, and that creates, a tension with your subject.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry. Milan wants out, and I'm happy to get Milan out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Do, 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 do.
Do.
Okay, that's fine.
Do.
An army is... Wait, what?
What?
My army is stuck? Oh, I had to get
What?
military
Big mood.
access, I think.
It might be stuck because you don't control any of the adjacent forts in your territory.
Oh, I don't have military access through Savoy.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant your army up north.
No, my army up north is stuck because I don't have Picardy. Yes, I have to... I cannot move out of there until I get Picardy or Cayenne.
Well, the good news is Burgundy has a very low war enthusiasm.
That's good. I'm sorry. Fucking Friesland has invaded London.
Mm-hmm.
I just...
Sounds bad.
And go kill these Condorati that Austria has given to Burgundy, because they've sieged down my capital. Not a fan.
Is Burgundy in another... No? Okay.
Did these guys just become exiled? God. I do not understand how movement works. There we go. I was moving to a province up in Friesland and going through like East Burgundy, but I could not move directly to East Burgundy. I could only pass through it for some reason.
Oh my god, I just got an army leader that's 0020.
Oof.
Oh.
Well, he's just drilling, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah.
Someone check what Reform Desire is at.
Yeah.
It's at 86%.
Okay.
Are you waiting for like
I'm hoping it gets delayed.
ah?
Um,
I can stop
because-
taking Reform Desire events if you want.
Well, that's okay. No. Now that I've gotten a bunch of age goals, I'm like, well, now I can get all these bonuses. Obviously, I'd
Yeah.
like to hold on to my siege bonus
Yeah,
as
no.
long as possible.
The Guns of Urban is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Realize how many reinforcements they had nearby. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they
No, it's
have.
fine.
There's a lot of troops when they're grouped up.
Yeah.
And we still can't get together.
Well, some of my troops decided to retreat to southern France, so I'm just gonna try and
There's still those pretenders. Although, hopefully the pretenders don't win. That would be bad.
I don't think they're going to win. I think. Well, the pretenders are currently sieging down
Uh-huh.
the capital,
Yeah.
so maybe I'm wrong.
That's what I saw. Problem is, I'm pretty sure if pretenders win, their army just becomes a regular army.
Where can I see my mercantilism?
On the trade,
Yeah. Trade
Um,
page.
yeah. at
In the
top
middle
left,
of all the
there's a
other
list of-
modifiers.
Oh yeah, I see. Thank.
Continental France has really seen a bad decade or two.
Sorry about your rough decade.
It's alright.
So how the fuck does carpet sieging actually work? Like, in terms of the autonomous carpet siege.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it
Like,
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah. Like, it's annoying that, like, They seem to send troops to places that are already being sieged. I don't
Yeah.
know how
I
to
don't think
stop
I've
that.
used it because it's relatively new. I only took the capital. The Pretender Rebels. Okay, Burgundy's going to unsiege their capital. That's good.
Yeah.
I approve.
I will take this time to try and unsiege all of your shit.
Thank you. Burgundy has some cannons.
Yeah. I mean, you could have cannons.
Okay.
Good.
Could have cannons. Instead, I'm building workshops.
Oh, that's pretty reasonable.
Surprised you approve.
Well,
You're all like, don't build churches and workshops.
you know. Building up your economy versus your military, I get it.
Lithuania's taken some spicy fights up north.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, am I catching? Yes.
Oh, Friesland wants out.
Didn't capture me.
I did not realize you were still up here with your boats just murdering people.
I came up here with 40 ships and I currently have 59.
Good.
You do, in fact, love to see it.
Yeah.
Wait, who is Friesland occupied by?
That's, I mean, me technically, but
Oh.
Lithuania.
Why can't... Oh, I can't pillage their capital because it's not occupied by me, apparently.
I can't negotiate a separate piece, so.
I guess you could transfer it and we could pillage it. I'm just surprised I can't let you pillage it.
I agree. You should let me pillage it.
Well, it's not the diplomatic option.
There you go.
Alright.
Have fun pillaging.
London is getting taken over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. They're out.
I think that is part of why Seawolf was like, I would like to get Friesland out of this war.
I actually forgot that was their army. They
Okay.
set me a peace offer and I just want to get anyone out that I can.
That's fair.
It's not Burgundy.
Oh, my war enthusiasm is low. It's entirely just because, like, I have no manpower reserves.
Yeah. Union with Burgundy. Alright.
Center of France is looking much better.
Oh boy. This union is gonna be spicy.
How much AE are we talking?
Do you have the stream up?
The cats are oh.
Whoa!
Well,
That's
not
a lot
that
of
bad.
France.
That's
Fine.
basically equivalent to yours, minus Sweden. Like, there's no Norway, Sweden, Denmark in that. Also, a lot of them are right at the edge.
I'm so tired of
so-
getting tangled up in your coalition war.
Shut up! You're so powerful. You're fine.
Fucking Dr. Manhattan over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Glogo!
What are you doing, Glogao?
Don't
my
do
God.
it! Don't do it! Wait, what?
Uh,
What? What?
What's
I don't
wrong?
know. Okay,
What?
sure. Why
I,
not?
that's still a bad thing to do.
No,
But
it is.
so Glogao sent like 4,000 men to attack like 12,000 pretender rebels of Burgundy. And then they won because the pretenders apparently had no morale.
Sure.
Oh well, now they're dead. They then met a real army with morale.
Yeah. They have made a poor choice.
Okay, we're like actually have unsieged France and can actually work on the objective.
Need to take the war goal.
What the fuck is the whoa, the capital? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, separatists! Forgot about that would be happening. It's fine. Worry about that after this.
You hate to see separatists.
Okay, I guess we're going down here.
Lithuania's really carrying this war, I gotta say.
They're doing good.
Also, the Ottomans have a participation score of 22% solely from their naval
Good!
undertaking.
Good!
You love to see it.
There's a lot of fucking forts right in here.
It's a real fucking nightmare.
I don't think forts should be fucking either.
Fiona,
FYI.
how do you think new forts get made?
I guess. I just don't want to imagine it, you know? It just seems a bit, like, dangerous.
Look, you gotta respect the hustle. Lithuania, what are you doing? Stop!
What are they? Oh, oh god. God damn it. I was like, oh, the ones are sieging this fort, which is good.
Yes.
Then there's this
That's
other one
fine.
doing some
I don't know
dumb
why.
shit.
I don't know why my vassals are, like, insistent on running small armies into this rebel group.
Why do they want to kill the Burgundian rebels so badly?
Mystery.
Oh, I guess I can help out this, siege in Cayenne.
Yeah, no, that blockade is appreciated. Actually, if somebody could blockade Antwerpen too, that would be great.
Well, I already locked.
Well, rip. I hope you
Come back
enjoy
as
your.
soon as I drop off some troops, but I need to do some transporting. Which I can come back. Anyway.
It's not a big deal. I really, truly wish I could get a less shitty military advisor. The only 1-star ones that have been available to me the last 3 times I've needed to hire one has been land force limit.
Hey y'all, just, do y'all want to finish up what you want to do?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't even realize the time. Yes, no, so you've
Oh,
got
yeah.
D&D soon, don't you?
Yeah.
Also, which cat is on the screen?
Dio, I think.
That's a loaf.
Oh my god, the rebels have attacked me.
Oh, they sent a bunch of troops over to my territory for some reason. I didn't even
Oh.
realize.
Oh, they did. Well, that's good.
Alright, do you want to pause and save, or
Sure.
how close you're
I'm
being
fine
done
with
to this war?
We got a bunch of sieges to wait out.
Okay. Alright.
So, yeah. I think it's probably fine to just pause here.
What actual war score do you
Alright,
need to
Saved.
It's a
do your
60%
goal?
for the. Well, like, it costs 6% war score for unification. I don't know when they will actually, you know, accept it. But we're a ways off.
I say they'll probably accept it when we're around 50, high 40s.
Yeah.
We can pick this up next time.
Yep.
Maybe by then I won't have a massive coalition against me.
I don't know if real time works at the same time as game time.
Oh. Well,
Sorry to burst your bubble there.
Oh,
I
okay.
think those HRE states are looking
Yeah.
okay. It's just, yeah, it's not that bad.
no.
It's fine.
Yeah. I just would really like Austria to no longer be in this coalition against me so that I can, like, go to war with the Teutonic Order. But problems for next time. But yeah, this was fun. Thanks
Yeah.
for hanging out, folks.
We'll be back
Thanks
next
for
week.
letting me colonize the Caribbean.
Yeah, no problem.
It's making
Uh,
to be gross.
Sannoso and I will be back tomorrow night, playing Command & Conquer Generals 0 hour. Yeah.
Cool.
Follow the channel, sub to the channel, look at the schedule, join the Discord, follow the Twitter. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.